We're coming up to the structure on the beach, designed by Koby and assisted by his sister Chelsea from Australia, Gold Coast, Queensland. It looks like it's a survival exercise, so we'll talk to these young survivors as they build their structure on Hinugtan Beach, Buruanga. Koby Sidwell, it looks like you've been surviving all right for about a week here. What do you got inside this shelter?
We've got a mat.
A doormat?
I've got a coconut bowl.
Okay, you've been drinking your soup out of that?
Here if you get sandy hands, mine aren't too sandy.
Yeah.
You can just dip them in here and then it washes them.
Oh, it's like a kitchen sink.
Yep, down here I've got a hidey hole where I can keep my things.
That's handy.
I've got a club
Yep.
made out of a coconut tree.
Yep.
This is like a club or that?
Is it a weapon?
Yeah, so it's the remains of a coconut tree and that's the groove
Yeah.
where you would climb on.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I used it to like hit rocks into the ground.
What about strangers in the night or something like that, or robbers? Is it any useful for that?
Get here!
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous, that one.
It's actually quite heavy.
Is it?
Yeah,
What do you think it would weigh? Do you think it would weigh 3 kilo?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Take a guess. Let me feel this. This is a serious weapon. 3 kilo.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good in there. Now, also, can I just ask you, what's this arch that's doing there? I'll ask your sister Chelsea, what's going on here with this? Is this the entrance?
I made, it's like an archway. I made it of that and that.
Yeah.
My sister just made a pattern out of palm tree leaves and hung them up.
I didn't
So,
realise
like,
that.
I-
Chelsea, it's
yeah.
woven, is it?
Yeah.
That's very clever.
And then these ones came undone and made like a crinkle.
Yeah, and so they just blow around in the breeze, do they?
Yeah.
So they're like streamers to keep the mosquitoes out at night. They can't get through there. What's this wall doing here?
Yeah, this is like rocks and coral going all the way around the hut and the shelter.
Right, is that like to say to people keep out or something like that?
It just shows where we like got a backyard of that.
Yeah. You got some strange bamboo poles sticking up there.
These are like we're trying to make a fence like on this park golf course, and I started there and I also started here.
Has it got any usefulness?
It is going to be a fence, but you can walk up them and they're just it.
Oh, that's very handy to have one of those in a house. All right, Koby, thanks for that little bit of a story. Now I'm going over to your sister, Chelsea Sidwell, who's going to talk about this flag that's flying at the entrance. I'm not sure what it's all about, but it's pretty impressive. So, Chelsea, can you give us a story about this one?
So what we painted together was an image of like the beach, and we used some yellow paint and got some sand and sprinkled it over.
Yeah.
And then in the background there's the ocean.
Yes.
We also did it like in our hut, like on the sand.
Yeah. Are those bamboo sticks buried in the sand there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're buried down, are they? Yeah. Now I like the sun. Who designed that? Okay, so I like that. We'll do a close-up of it. And you know, it's pretty interesting because this painting looks like it's real sand on the bottom there.
Yeah. And also at the top of it, we wrote Hinugtan Beach.
Yes.
As that's the beach's name.
That's right. And it looks like you've got some yellow stars in the sky there. Are they just paint drops that Koby's been dropping all over the place?
They're just paint drops.
See them all here? They look like little stars shining in the sky.
I guess it could be.
It could be. Well, that's very interesting. Now, coming back to you, Koby, is there anything else that you need to tell us about this structure? Are there any traps or anything set here for people?
Well, sometimes I use this part that's been strapped up here. It was meant to be for like we just leave leaves in to like decorate it.
Yeah, so that's going to be, and you're doing that later on, are you, at the moment?
But,
Yeah. I heard you'd set some traps.
Well, I sometimes use this fishing line or that in the hidey hole of it. This fishing line here, I usually use just for snare wire.
Right.
Or snare trap.
You're making snares, are you?
Yep.
Yep.
And
I heard you dug a hole and put a sort of a cover over it and people were going to fall down the hole.
that one, like, we usually,
All right. Looks like someone's fallen in it.
my sister fell in this hole.
Yeah.
But, you, like, just get palm trees. You need quite a lot, but, you just get the palm tree leaves, dig a very similar hole,
Yeah.
then you lay the palm tree leaves over the hole,
Yeah.
like that, so like they're touching the other side. Then you lay leaves over top.
Yeah.
I think they're like the
You need some bigger leaves, I think.
Then you need to put sand on each side of the palm tree leaves,
Oh, I see.
so that when you put sand on it doesn't flap.
Yeah. Oh, and you're disguising it with some sand too. It's camouflaging it.
If you add too much sand, then you need a bit more leaves. But
Right. That's all right. Now, what about a demonstration, Chelsea? Say you're. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Ah, and down you go.
And then if it's covered up more, like
What about if someone breaks their ankle? What are you going to do then?
you can't break it too deep. You
Okay.
can't break your ankle on that.
No, I hope not, because otherwise you'll be in serious trouble, you two. All right, I'll leave you now.
Island, there's no one on here.
Yeah, that's true too. It's a deserted island. I forgot about that. You're going to fall in your own trap.